Okay, so you want to get video from your Xbox to your PC, but you have no idea how. So I'm going to try and explain to you how to do this. Unfortunately, you're going to need to spend money. Now, there has been a video on YouTube which has told you how to do this, but it was telling you to use the Dazzle DVD recorder. That does not record in 60 Hz, but that is around £30, and if you're only planning on recording things in 50 Hz, then that one is probably your best option. But if you want to record in 60 Hz, such as Gears of War, Halo 3, Guitar Hero 2, just to name a few, those are all 60 Hz, you're going to need the Platinum Edition. And that is a Platinum Edition, and unfortunately that is over twice the price of this version right here. This is £70, that is 30. So if you really want to record in games such as Gears of War and Halo 3, then you're going to need to spend a bit more money. Okay, so what you need a TV with these 3 audio and video connections in the front, the Dazzle. You're going to need 3 wire adapters, 3 separate phono plugs, and those are male on both sides, and then you're going to need the normal cables for the Xbox 360. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is install the Dazzle. So you take it and you plug it into the USB 2 on your computer, and then you take the discs that come with your Dazzle, you open them, and in there should be a driver's disc. That's the blue one. You insert that, you install the drivers, and then when it restarts you will have the instant DVD recorder program on your desktop. So first things first, take your 3 phono plugs that you bought, the separate ones, not the Xbox 360 ones, and you want to plug them into here. Now that they're plugged in this side, you want to take the other side and then take the 3 wire adapters and plug these sides into one end each. Now that this side is in, you want to take the Xbox 360 side of the video and audio cables, and you want to plug them in to the corresponding ones. Okay, so now that's all plugged in, you want to take these and you want to plug them into the sockets on your TV. Okay, so now you're plugged in and ready to go. So what you should have is the wire adapters going into the TV with both the Xbox and the separate ones that you bought of the phono wires. This is the audio and video. And these should be coming out, going all the way down here, into the Dazzle. Okay, so now if you open up the instant DVD recorder and go in through here, it will still be a blue screen. This is because the Xbox is not turned on, so that is picking up no signals at all. So go ahead and switch the Xbox on. And there you go, it's now picking up a signal. Now, if you don't get a signal, or if you get a signal that's all distorted, fuzzy, and not in the picture, you need to make sure you're set to NTSC. Now this seems weird because you're probably, if you're in the UK, using a PAL TV, and PAL would seem like the obvious one to switch it to. But if we do that, you'll notice the screen is fuzzy, off center, and it won't actually record if you put it into the actual studio, the Pinnacle Studio that comes with the discs. So you need to make sure it's set to NTSC. Okay, now you're probably wondering why the wire adapters are in there. You'll see, firstly, you're playing on a very small screen, and it has delay. You press the button and it takes a while to actually respond, like that. You're going to be playing them on a small screen and with a bit of delay. It's going to make it very hard. Okay, so what's happening is part of the Xbox signal is going into the TV and it's being split and it's coming back out. It's going into the Dazzle, going through the USB onto the PC, and the PC is picking up that signal. That does not lose any signal. So as you can see here, we're on the TV and we're over here. So whatever you see over there is going to correspond over here on the PC. If you haven't already done so, if you open up the discs that came with the Dazzle, you should have 2 separate discs apart from the drivers. This will give you the Pinnacle Studios. So what you want to do is install those. Okay, so hopefully now you have installed the Studio 10. Now if you open it up, you will get this program here. Now you see the tabs at the top: Capture, Edit, Make Movie. So what you want to do is you want to go on to capture, because obviously you need the content first. You should have this little window in the top right showing what you see, of course. If you're wanting to upload it, especially to YouTube, it's probably best to go down to the lowest quality. You get much more time and much smaller file sizes. I think I'll just keep it on this default setting right now. Now, again, if you're getting some sort of fuzzy picture, or it's distorted, or it's not in center, then it won't actually record, because that's not a right signal it's picking up, and it's not going to want to record it. So you want to make sure that it's set to NTSC. So if you go into settings, come up to the tab capture source, make sure the TV standard is set to NTSC. Okay, so you just OK that. Should come up nicely up there. Okay, so you want to capture some gameplay. So you get a game such as Halo 3, obviously this is in 60 Hz. If you have the red version of the Dazzle, and you're in the UK, then it's not going to work on that version. You're going to need Dazzle Platinum. So, got the game disc tray. Obviously the signals are going over to the TV, and they're also going over to my PC. Okay, so you've got to a point where you want to start recording. So, what we want to do is go down to Start Capture. And this will bring up this screen. This is where you can define what it will be called when it exports and where it's going to go. So what I'm going to do is put it into my little folder of Dazzle recordings. And I'm just going to call it something like Halo. And then you can keep everything else the same. You don't really need to change any of these. And you click Start Capture. So, obviously you'll see it's delayed. That's why you want to be playing it on the TV. So, you just get something to capture. And then, once you're happy with what you've captured, click Stop Capture, and it'll actually render that. Now, just to make sure it's actually worked, you want to go up into the folder that you put it onto. There is the video I made. Okay? Now, obviously not the most interesting of videos, but here it is. This is what you captured. Well, now it's up to you to edit your movie. You can go into the edit panel, and your movie that you just recorded will show up there. And you just drag it into here, and this is where you can add all of the transitions, all of that kind of stuff, and just have a play with it. And then you want to go into the Make Movie tab, and this is where you can choose what it exports as, and obviously export it. So what I'm going to do is just have it as a simple MPEG-1 under small, but you can have a play with this, find what sort of size is a good size for what you want it for. And obviously just click Create File. If you click OK, you'll see this tab here where it is rendering.